the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Schrader. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw on 3rd down, Schrader. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Looking to throw. Trader escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Trader. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. off the play fake. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14, round 6. Jason Sanders to kick off one lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Schrader. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. An option handoff given to Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off play action. Schrader. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again. Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw. And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right? Well, but you're good at it. Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. And Jones going to keep once more. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain. And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Jones. Looking deep for Bennett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds. And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that. McCaffrey And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Another run, this time McCaffrey. He's to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 64 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. A handoff left, McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw him a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Schrader. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Schrader. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you...
He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on first down. Trader. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Trader. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd and 2, Trader flushed out right. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Looking to throw. Trader. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Trader. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Harris, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. Trader. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, Trader. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check 50, check 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Trader steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, it's Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on third down, Trader dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there. but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
30 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on it. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
75 yards.
And the Browns use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Bowden now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Jones now throwing on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Browns drive about to get started. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and 8.
They run again with Harris. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Bowden now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 79 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Browns on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8. And they run with Harris off the option. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jones. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to